one and take it over. But use it. We decided to do kind of have some family celebration yesterday, and so we were going to go out to eat, but then instead we were busy working. My boys put up the nativity scene, and Autumn helped decorate, and they're doing some church work. And it wasn't until like 9:45, 10 o'clock that we were getting close to getting finished, and everything was closing down, except I think Olive Garden was open till 11 now, and Chili's is open till 11, and that's unusual because if you remember with COVID, everything was closing at 9, but it's nice to have things open late. Of course, In-N-Out, I mean, never fails. They're open to 1 a.m. in the morning, but we didn't want to spend, a fortune to go out to eat for our family and just for the need of eating. And so we decided to have hamburgers here at our home, and we had hamburgers, and they were delicious. We had guacamole, not guacamole, but avocado in there. We had some hot jalapenos that were roasted and chopped up, and then some sharp cheese, and it was like gourmet. And then we had some baked beans, and I stopped by the grocery store to get the baked beans and some tomatoes and the guacamole. I got some fruit for the kids and a drink for my wife, non-alcoholic drink. She had like these Mama Chias. She's able to have it because it has hardly any sugar in it and has chia seeds in it. And so I found out the first time I gave it to her was earlier this week, and she was like, I was looking for that here in the grocery store, and I found out where it was kept. And she's like, I'm gonna cry, and you're so sweet. And so anything I can do to make my wife cry, and that she says that I'm so sweet, I'll pay whatever it is. And she's a good woman, and I love her. And so last night I surprised her when I came home. But the point that I'm trying to make is we just got just a handful of groceries, and it was almost as expensive as it was going out to eat, $48 or so for just the fruit and the drinks and the tomatoes and the, avocados. And I was just thinking about how expensive everything is becoming. But, the Lord is in control. He knows how to feed the sparrows. And I was just thinking that we enjoyed the baked beans. I only got one can, but it's like $2.50, $3. You can get a loaf of the Dave's bread now for $7 just for a loaf of bread. And I was looking at the hamburger meat, for our family. For hamburger meat, it's $20, for five. Or God would feed the sparrow, on the rooftops and give him their bread and seed. God used the widow in the Old Testament, Elijah, to feed Elijah. And, God can use Mrs. Lund. Babies